we call biodiesel. Biodiesel is a biodegradable energy source made from plant oils or animal fats that can usually be burned in regular diesel engines. You guessed it, it's the bio version of diesel. It's cleaner than normal diesel, so there has been a push to generate it from crops like soybeans. Now, growing plants for fuel instead of food comes with its own problems, but fortunately, we already have some oils and fats right here. Preparing your used cooking grease for recycling is easy. First, let it cool down to room temperature, then transfer it to a clean container. You can use any old bottles you have lying around, like milk jugs, as long as they're completely empty, rinsed, and dried. Use a funnel to avoid spills and a sieve to filter out any small food particles. You can even add bacon grease and other animal fats, or the excess oil from canned food like tuna or sardines.
Typically, twice the required amount of methanol is used in biodiesel production. In order to improve efficiencies and conserve resources, producers often want to recover and reuse the excess methanol. Recovery methods can vary greatly, but the recovery process usually begins after the reaction has occurred, and the methanol is distributed between the biodiesel and the glycerol. This includes resin treatment for producers who plan to use ion exchange. The process of removing methanol from the biodiesel and glycerol can be done by evaporation, but the recovered methanol is wet and must be further refined by distillation or dried by molecular sieve in order to recycle it back into the biodiesel production process. There are several evaporation methods, including flash evaporation, thin film evaporation, and falling film evaporation. The final step in the recovery process is to dry the methanol. Separating the water from the methanol is typically done by distillation, and vacuum distillation is most commonly used in the biodiesel industry. A tall packed or stacked plate column of high separation capacity is needed. In this continuous flow situation, the liquid mixture is fed into a boiler, which sends vapors up through the column. On the way up, the vapor mixture goes through a series of condensation and vaporization cycles until the more volatile methanol is taken off from the top, and the less volatile water flows downward and is drawn off at the bottom. Before using the recovered methanol in biodiesel production, the recovered methanol should be checked for its quality.